Hey, what's up guys? Good morning. I hope all is well wherever you're watching us from. It's another beautiful and amazing day. It's been raining a lot. It's around 11 there in the morning, so there's still a lot of rainfall. Today one of my friends brought me to one of these places, and I'm really learning also a lot. I think this year has been a year of a lot of lessons. So we've come to buy this tree. You can imagine, guys, you know, we are doing roofing in our home, so there are these hardwood trees. For example, if you want to do like how is it called, the fisher board, there's a specific tree, especially the hardwood, that you have to buy. So in the timber yard, they're very expensive. So we were moving around the village trying to look for people who planted maybe these hardwood trees some time back, and we found this. It's very good, very straight, very amazing. This one, you see, and it's just, you can imagine, it's a pine tree. You know, sometimes we ignore to plant this type of trees, but one day, you know, we'll really be requiring them a lot. For example, today I've just bought this one at 8,000 Kenya shilling. That is almost $70, just one tree. And I've also bought some two on the other end for like 12,000. So a total of 20k just for trees. Three of them at almost $200. You can imagine, guys. I'm even challenged to plant these ones. So in the next years, maybe 5 years, 10 years, when our children will be building, I don't know how much they'll be buying this. So I'm challenged to really also add some pine in my bucket list, because I'm also going to replace the trees that I planted. This guy has really, he lives in a place like somehow like a forest. You know, this is very good living. He has mangoes, he has avocados, he has flowers all over. This kind of environment is very good. You know, also the more you plant this, in the future they can also help you. For example, right now he was telling us he's even selling the firewood. Just look at this place, and he has planted like very many indigenous trees. Even this one here, you know, some trees we ignore them. This one here, some trees we ignore them, but after some time, after some years, maybe 5-10 years, things change a lot. They are of a lot of value. You can imagine, for example, I'm sure he bought them maybe at 5 shilling when he was planting, but right now he's going to sell them at 20,000. But I'm also happy that we're also getting like real raw materials for our house. So tomorrow, this is the work that we'll be doing. We are moving around the village trying to look for them. Also we have this. He has very many indigenous. He has also that, and there are these army worms. I don't know if they're called army. There are so many here. I think it's because of the rainy season. These ones, there are so many here, and they bite a lot. I think even I'm standing on them. I don't know how they're called. I think the red ants or something like that. So he has a very nice gazebo also. So we also bought these two over here. These are pine trees. Hii umesema itaenda hivi? Itaenda hapo. Sio huko? Sote ni hapo. Hapo tutaangusha. Itaenda hivi, itaenda katika kurudisha hapo. Bakuja tukuna abantu bangoisire. Sababu ya hii mtu inajua imelala kwenda huko. Lakini sasa italetwa hapa anko. Kwani kwenda tata. Ale ora gani hano. Mtendo gyoza no karacha keretu anko. Weni achie. Inaona hapo katikati ni pazuri. Hapana pura kule. Hapana kuna nyumba. Nyumba kiguru. Oh. Ngoro umaete kupuronge tata. Gora gombo. Anokurache kuche. Weni achie. Gora ma. Yeah. Sababu igwisuri kora, arora atagetiga nikakoraiga. Oh. That's why buri gomuntu na chali na tugusiri bisagi bidito bila tego anko. Muona na hanu muya sana. Itaenda? Tego. Hapa. Anura chegiche. Sawa. Tego muona na chali usibira byambale. Atoe visagi vingi vya huko. Yeah. Unyoli chinguru. Atoe visagia. Nikwangusha na visagia. Apira byambale. So kurunika utuna kitu tukishare ndio sawa. Yeah, we are trying to see where lakini ukivutwa hivi utaenda. Yeah.
unajua nipangiwe gari pirito bino bibu.
Sawa.
Sawa, ora na wote nina wasiwasi kufunga.
Na huyu mwingine?
Unocheka bado. Kwa sababu chini ngoma imetenemekana inamenya muno ne maye. Wana uraitegeria ndikakuraiga. Hatubohe. Daktari.
Lakini ni engineer atajua vile ataupeleka.
Umeshamgusa mbaya zaidi kuliko hata hizi ziko sawa.
Yeah, you know we are trying to find the direction of the tree. Sana ndo utakuja? Umelala.
Sawa. Ina daktari itakuja tu.
Hiyo ndio tu.
Usiogope.
Haya, asante.
Sawa. Itakuja. Usiogope.
Nimemalizana na yeye.
Itakuja.
Hai. Kama ningemlipa nusu. Ndio nimemlipa yote. Nisikuwe na wasiwasi.
Hiyo ni mambo yangu.
Hey guys, it's another beautiful morning. This is actually day 2. A follow-up of yesterday's video where we went to check on the trees that we are supposed to get for our house here, especially in doing the fisher board. So the fisher board is basically just after the roof is put, there's a line that runs around the house. I think I should also ask maybe how many. I think they wrote it for me somewhere. I think I'll check in one of the papers that I was given. So fisher board is basically like a decoration. Also it helps you, the person who is building the house, in holding the gutters. So that's something that really holds the gutter. Anyway, it's another beautiful and special morning here in our village. Today could be the last day of us doing the framework or the timber work in our house here. It's been quite a long journey, almost we are heading to the 3rd week. Today is day 2 of the 3rd week, you can imagine. So it's been not an easy journey. I really thank God for this far that we have come. I really thank him because we've not faced any challenges. Just a few days back we had a minor challenge where we had a shortage of workers, but ever since that day they have been showing up like nobody's business. So we are done now with the framework. So what they are doing today is finishing up the house and also like making now these timbers straight all over, straight, so that once the iron sheets arrive in our home, it can be very easy for us now to just place them. At least now they'll be straight here and there. I thank God that the timbers have really pushed. I think these are the ones remaining for the 4-2, and also we have some more on this side. I think these ones most are spoiled. They're not really like good timbers. Here we've really pushed. We brought a lot of timbers, more than around 8,000 feet, around 8,500, 9,000 there, because the initial number was 9,500, but we have around 500 feet remaining. So we have used, but I'll give now a detailed information because I have all the timbers that we used in our house. So I'll let you know how much we have used. So we are doing also cleaning this place. We want to really clean it nicely. Kama hizi unaona kama hizi zitakusaidia hizi. Hizi stupe. I'm telling him not to throw this because these ones can even help us to do a bonfire one day. So these ones we are not going to throw them. We'll keep them. Even these ones, they can help, like in lighting maybe a jiko or a small fire. You can even put those. Although we have a lot of firewood, all these, the ones we got from the forest that we cut, but also it's not good to throw away. In one way or the other, they can also help us somewhere. So we have a lot of firewood in our home. All this, you can imagine, you have that bunch, this bunch, and they're already dry. You can even cook with them. These ones also here. We still have this that we have not arranged. So all this, we're going to put them in one corner. You know, our home uses a lot of firewood, and also you can even sell in the village because functions do happen. People are struggling with firewood, but the main reason is just for our own use here in our home because we have a lot of work. Remember, we have our dogs. Every day they eat. Also my family, sometimes we cook using firewood. The videos that we do, we always use firewood, so that's why I really want to keep them. So we are doing general cleaning out here to ensure that this place also looks amazing. So this is the best way to store your timbers, at least above the ground, because termites cannot give you like easy time. Yeah, so let's go in and see what we have done. Hivi alipima kweli fisherboard?
Alisema anataka kuweka ni step. Lazima apime.
Oh, lazima apime. Ile step 2. 3. Oh, inakatwa na unganisho. Seti ni nzima. Oh, labda moja ndio nzima, zingine. Oh, sawa. Yeah, they are telling me they want to put the 3-step fisherboard. I know it's going to be quite expensive, quite expensive. The outside, but yesterday we found some trees. Hopefully, maybe they're going to help us somehow in saving the costs. This is how the timbers are being raised up there. Yeah, so most of the timber work is usually done above. So the other day we cleaned the house, like we opened this waterway. At least now I'm seeing there's not much water inside here. At least most of the water has really flown out. You can see now, this is how the house looks like. So it's supposed to look like a web all over the house. So yeah, I'm seeing here we still have this gap. So these are the gaps remaining. We have this one. Let me keep searching so that we see. This one is all done. So also we have this other gap. So these are just the gaps that are remaining. Like it's supposed to be like a web. The iron sheet can come and stay up there. I'm really happy, guys. Just look. We've really tried. A lot of timbers we have used. So many. But that is also another portion that is remaining. But the house looks amazing. I'm really excited about this whole journey of ours. I don't know if they're working here. I think he's on this side. I don't know why he's uprooting that. Also this room, we also have this gap. So we have a few gaps. But I'm sure the timbers that we will bring or we have here in our home will be somehow enough, because right now we are only using the 2x2, which are this, and I'm seeing we have a lot. Just imagine the 4-2. These are the only ones remaining, and they are like the waste. So wow. I thank God that we have really managed to do. I'm sure these ones will be enough, the gaps remaining. Also I was told I'm supposed now to bring a mason, because before we put the roof we also need some walls raised. For example, this one where you have a gable, it's supposed to be raised until it touches the top. Also the other part that also we are supposed to raise is this one. The house has like 2-3 gables. We also have this part. We are supposed to bring a mason. I don't know if it's today or I think before the iron sheets arrive. We're also supposed to raise this one. Liam is there enjoying the bike. They're actually home for a break. And at this point also, we are also supposed to raise it. It's early morning. Yeo is here helping us to... The carpet has not yet dried. Today is like 4 days. Hapo utachafua carpet. Zunguka hivi Liam. Hapana, hata mimi sipiti hapa. Hai, pita basi. Sasa hapo utapita wapi Liam?
Hata kuipeleka hapo.
Upita hapa juu. Liam wants to drive on this part. Haya, panda nikushikie. Haya, ende.
Hata kushika.
He wants to pass here. Oh, so we are supposed to wash here. Anyway, the carpets, today is day 3. I think at least today there's some light or some sun, which is going to help us like in drying up these ones. Okay. Usikuje baba. Wewe endesha bike yako. These are the nails. Yesterday I had to add more. I don't know how much we have. Yeah, let me check. I don't know how much of the nails we still have. I've bought like a lot of nails. Hey, bud. Hey. Hiyo si yetu, hiyo ni ya fundi. Yeah, this is also another carpet. So it's like, hey baba. Nakuja. Actually we are pumping water because at least it has been raining. So we are trying to pump water using the generator all the way to the upper tank, so that at least we can enjoy some small luxury. Sorry about the noise. So we are pumping water up here. Yeah, once in a while we do pump. You can see at least the water is flowing. Yeah, we rarely use this because we usually don't have like piped water. So today we are enjoying the luxury of pumping. I think we should wash it better. Okay. So unfortunately, because we don't have electricity, that's why we use the generator in pumping water. So the water comes to this top tank here, and then now the house, like we can have a shower, you can enjoy the tap water. But you know, sometimes if you live without these luxuries, you just get used to them. So, but I thank God, at least now our underground water tank, I think it's halfway full. So we decided, I went and bought some petrol. We used our generator in pumping. I think in the next few minutes the tank will be full. It's a 3,000 tank, but one day I will raise this all the way up because the pressure is not that much, so I can raise at least the pillars, and then we put the tank above so that now the pressure can be more. Anyway, yesterday we also did some very nice work in our home. We were doing some little planting of our flowers, and then we protected them this way because of the dogs we have. Yayo gave me this idea here of ensuring that we protect. We bought very beautiful flowers, these ones. So this is how we did protect them. I thought, you know, the timbers would look very bad in our home, but then after we did this, they really look very beautiful. You see, at least now I think we'll do to most of our trees. Actually, I've lost very many trees here because of the chicken, the dogs. You see, at least now this style, we decided to put just ropes like this just to protect them from being destroyed. Anyway, yesterday a neighbor of mine was planting trees next to our wall. I think I'll be taking you there. So we've decided, because you know, this type of trees, especially, I don't know, they're called eucalyptus, something like that, they're usually very, very destructive. Very. Maji, ingia tu mkunya huko. Hata nimesahau bana. Ulikuwa unataka maji? Kwani mlipitia wapi? We have some neighbors here. They are planting, I think, maize. So they had requested that we give them some drinking water. Let me help them out. Well, I've already sorted them the drinking water, but before we head to where we are supposed to go, where we are doing also some adjustments. Yesterday we also did this part. You can see now this place looks very, very clean. It was very dirty. There were very long branches around, but we did clear them. So what I was talking about is my neighbor here is trying to plant some trees. You know, everyone has their own right to plant or do whatever they have to do in their land, but I did a request because, you know, the type of trees that he's planting right next to our home, they're actually very, 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 they have very long roots. So today we want to do some renovation. Memaliza kupanda? Mabado. kumalizia. Wacha turekebishe. Yeah. We are going to do some repair. So these are the type of trees that they have planted here. So I requested that he doesn't plant maybe along our wall, which is very close. So at least we want to do some repair. At least they were big ikiwa kubwa hivi hii ndio nzuri. Hiyo size. Hiyo itakuwa rahisi ku maintain. Yeah.
Unajua kikaa hapo hivi ina maana
tena inaharibu ukuta. Ni kweli. Yeah. This is now what I wanted to do. Hivi kwa sawa, hii ni size nzuri kabisa. Yeah. Paka mwisho. Unajua hata itakuwa rahisi.
Usimuona pale.
Pata ongezo kidogo. Yeah. Because there's usually a lot of water that comes from the top. So it used to destroy our wall a lot. So I requested that at least they just give us just a small place. Because at least if you put this, unajua hii itazuia sana mizizi. Yeah, because you see a tree like this is planted very close to our wall. So if we don't put this trench, the roots can easily destroy our wall. So I think in the next few years there's going to be a very big forest here. Very big. That is according to their decision. So we can't say no, but the only thing we can do is maybe to request at least to put this tunnel here, and it goes all the way to the main road. This one will really help also in preventing our wall from the excess water, and also preventing the roots from destroying. So I requested you to just come here and help. At least we do a better job. So the guys that were planting, they did the first job, which is a good one, because for me I just wanted a way, and then now we can use our own skills in making it much better, rather than if we were the first one to do it, it will be a bit hectic. Yeah, hata hizi nyasi tutakuwa yani mtaro nataka uwe hapa permanent.
Afu kwa hapo hivi.
Yeah.
Angalau basi at least usafi una.
Yeah.
Tofauti na hivyo.
Yes.
Unaweza ukashangaa hapo pana chipuka majani mengi.
Okay. Itakuwa poa kabisa.
Ningependa niwasalimie.
Yes, yeye kama yeye.
Zangu, hello guys.
Yes, yeye is sweating.
Sweating. Unajua siku zote kazi ni moyo.
Yeah.
Na kusweti sio kwamba eti ni inamaanisha kwamba eti mtu umechoka.
Yeah.
Na kusweti ina maana wakati mwingine vinyweleo basi vinajaribu kutoa ile chumvi mwilini. Yes. Kwa hiyo hello guys, welcome Nasto amazing YouTube channel. My name is Yo kama Yeyo. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening.
Yes.
Kwa siku hii ya leo ninayo furaha.
Today I'm happy.
Today I'm happy.
Yes.
Namshukuru Mungu.
I thank God.
Thank you God.
For giving me
another chance.
Yes.
Alafu pia naweza nikasema pia haina budi natoa tu shukrani kwa ndugu wote mna support ndugu zangu wa channel ya YouTube, wakiwemo Blaza Maro, Blaza Mayuguno, Blaza Nasto, Misifule, Vanessa James, Yeyo kama Yeyo. Ningependa tu kusema kiujumla YouTubers nasema ni asante, na pia haina budi natoa tu shukrani kwa wale ndugu wote pia mnao ni support Yeyo kama Yeyo. Pia haina budi natoa tu shukrani kwa wale ndugu wote mnaipenda kazi yangu Yeyo kama Yeyo. Kwa siku hii ya leo Mungu amenibariki kuweza kufanya mazingira basi angalau kwa nje, angalau unajua miti mara nyingi blaza ina changamoto nyingi.
Yeah.
Kwa mfano imagine mtaro usingeweza kuwekwa hapa, ina maana mizizi ingeweza kupenya ndani ya ukuta, na hiyo ni hatari, na maana hata ukuta wenyewe ungeweza kutoa baadaye ingeweza kutoa crack.
Yeah.
Lakini naporekebisha hivyo naamini ya kwamba umepata idea nzuri.
Yeah.
Na pia nimefurahi. Alafu pia na mimi haina budi nitafanya kazi kwa bidii Yeyo kama Yeyo, na naamini siku zote bidii ni muhimu kwa mtu yule anahitaji mafanikio. Na alafu kwa siku hii ya leo nina imani ya kwamba kuna baadhi mmeelekea katika majukumu ya utafutaji. Kwa wale mlioelekea katika majukumu ya utafutaji, yeye kama yeye nawatakia ndugu zangu kazi njema. Pia vile vile kwa wale mliopo katika shughuli za nyumbani, pia vile vile ningependa tu kuwatakia kazi njema. Na kwa wale ambao hamjisikii vizuri kwa siku hii ya leo, ndugu zangu, ningependa tu kusema yeye kama yeye poleni. Na kwa wale ambao ni wagonjwa, ndugu zangu, ugua pole. Mimi kiujumla haina budi nasema tu ni asante, na pia thank you for supporting my brother here. Subscribe amazing this channel road to success. Watch video till the end, comment, like and share. Please subscribe. It's Nasto road to 100,000 subscriber. Check me out yeo kama yeo. Please subscribe yeo kama yeo road to success. Kiujumla ndugu zangu, nawatakia tu heri na baraka, pia vile vile nawatakia mafanikio.
Amen. Yeah, that's yeo kama yeo. He wishes you all the best in whatever you're doing. So I requested him to come because his work is more perfect. You can imagine we did this the first time. It's a good job, but not the one I really wanted. So for us, we'll just try to make it like much better. For example, these ones, we'll make it more straight, like in a presentable way, so that even if the owner comes and sees whatever we did, at least they won't complain that, oh, we spoiled his shamba. So we just want to really straighten. You see these roots here, they are very destructive. The moment they go inside your wall, they can actually bring cracks, or even like or even bring down the wall, which was a bit very expensive to construct. So the only way we can protect our wall is if we put this trench before the trees grow big, because in the next maybe 2-3 years there'll be a very big forest here. So the only way to prevent is putting this trench. So the moment you see roots like this, for example of a tree, I don't know where they are, for example these ones, you see like this one was trying somehow to go inside our wall, but I remember we cut it during when we were putting the foundation. So today we're going to cut it into half, like remove it now completely, because these ones are very, very destructive. They have big roots that can easily bring a wall down. So for today what we are going to do is make sure that our trench is very straight and also wide, because like after some short time when it rains, like even yesterday there was one of the biggest bridges in our county here was brought down by rains, and this year also they are predicting like there'll be a lot of rainfall in the country. So prevention is better than cure. So the earlier the better. So the earlier we prevent like the destruction of our wall, the better. So this is someone's land. They want to invest in trees. Trees are actually very good. Like in just a short period, they will be reaping whatever they have sown. So for now, they're planting also maize inside before like the trees grow big, and then they can harvest. And also, it will reduce the cost. For example, now when you'll be weeding, you can weed now both the trees and your maize. So that's the project they're doing over here. So this one John is actually in. I'll call him to come and help you. We also have a very big surprise for you. I don't know if I carried the money. I think it's over here. Yeah, he's not even aware. Mr. Yeyo, come here. This is your big surprise.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, hii imetoka I think USA.
Yeah,
from a friend anaitwa Stephen. Mwingine tena, another one. Yeah, another Stephen.
Another.
I think he's from USA if I'm not wrong. Yeah, ngoja tuone jina. I think he's from USA. Wow. Yeah, nadhani.
Sasa mimi ningependa tu kusema ndugu zangu.
Yes.
Naweza nikasema tu thank you for supporting me Yeyo kama Yeyo.
Yeah.
Pia yani kila kunavyokucha.
Yes, baraka
zinazidi kuongezeka.
Because even I went to Yeyo yesterday. I was trying to ask him a few questions. There were things that he didn't have, but God also opened ways. You see now Yeyo has a gift. I always try my best to support Yeyo in whatever way I can.
Mimi ningependa tu kutoa shukrani zangu kiujumla. Akoamo ndugu yangu Peter from Minnesota.
Yeah.
Mom from USA.
Yeah.
man from Canada, Mr. Othman, Stefan, na yeye anaitwa nani?
Stephen. Yeah, Stephen from USA.
Stephen from USA.
Amesema anapenda kazi yako, he loves venye unafanya kazi zako.
Ndio.
Venye unaongea uko mpole, venye uko na heshima.
Unajua
kupe surprise.
Unajua? Pia Miss Brown. Alafu ningependa tu kusema thank you everyone for supporting me yeyo kama yeyo. Mimi sio siri ndugu zangu, nafarijika sana, na ndio maana brother siku zote mimi hata kwa mfano umetoka ukiwa haupo, mimi mara nyingi napenda kujituma sana kwenye kazi. Na siwezi kujisifu ya kwamba mimi yeye kama yeye najua sana. Hamna, ila namshukuru tu Mungu kwa sababu yeye ndio anayenipa akili na maarifa. Alafu isitoshe vile vile naamini majukumu yaliyoniweka hapa, mimi naamini ni moja hapo ya usafi, kitchen garden, vegetable.
Kitchen garden.
Kitchen garden. Mimi nashukuru sana na haina budi. Naamini ya kwamba kadri siku zinavyozidi kwenda, naamini ya kwamba nitazidi kufanya kazi vizuri zaidi na nitazidi kujituma zaidi, kwa sababu siku zote kwanza Mungu apendezwe na mtu mvivu. Mimi naamini Mungu amenibariki mikono na amenibariki nguvu, haina budi kuweza kuzitumia. Pia haina budi natoa shukrani kwa wale ndugu wote mnaipenda kazi yangu yeyo kama yeyo. Mimi naahidi ya kwamba nitaendelea kujituma kwa bidii zaidi. Alafu kwa sasa hivi nashukuru tunaishi na familia karibu. Unajua zamani ni mara ya kwanza nilikuwaga basi nikibahatika napata surprise, nilikuwaga sio siri na fly, lakini nilivyokuwa katika ile stage ya kwenda kuona familia nyumbani, unajua wakati mwingine nauli nini basi unakuta yani hamna chochote. Sasa mimi nashukuru kwa sasa hivi tupo na familia yangu. Alafu mimi kwa siku ya leo mimi naenda nanunua samaki tu mkubwa sana.
Yeye kama yeye.
Unajua nini? Hata mimi mwenyewe mke wangu mama Angel anapenda samaki.
Yeye is saying he will go and buy some fish. Na pia uliniambia vitu kidogo vya
na vitu kidogo.
Sile yote.
Siwezi kula yote. Pamoja na akiwa
1000. Unajua ilikuwa have you counted? Umehesabu ni ngapi?
Unajua ilikuwa inatakiwa. Unajua mimi naamini ni big surprise.
1500.
Hata ingekuwa ngapi mimi nashukuru kwa sababu anasemaje, asiyeshukuru kwa kidogo hata kikubwa hawezi shukuru. Mimi naweza nikasema to thank you for big surprise.
Thank you.
I really appreciate it. Naweza nikasema God bless your family, God bless your abundantly, God bless your hand.
Amen. Yeyo is very happy. You know, at least they help us in pushing the day, the week. 1500, trust me guys, it's not like not small money. Back in the village you can do some good shopping for your family. You know, right now Yeyo lives with the family.
Jana ningekuwepo hapa, kazi ingekuwa nzuri, unajua?
Ani venye sasa nilikuwa nataka yani watuoneshe mtaro mwenye hii shamba ya jinsi. Sasa sisi tutaurekebisha taratibu. That's what I wanted. So taratibu tu sisi tutauchonga vizuri, tusiharibu miti yao. Unajua sisi tungeanza kama hayupo, angelalamika. At least venye walituonesha sasa tutarekebisha tu taratibu. You know, I really wanted him, the owner of this place, like they show us where the trench can pass. So for us, I know it's going to be a lot of work. For us now, it will just be like rectifying the places where they didn't do. You see, it's not straight. I don't know if you can see. It's not really straight, not clean, and also not deep. We need like a deep trench that is well taken care of, that water can easily flow in and out without like going to the wall. So even the wall here, after we have finished like the trench, I think I'm going to get a few bags, because like there's a lot of water flowing through this wall inside our home. You see places like this, trust me, water can easily pass. So I'll have to look for maybe a mason. I think here will be like 2 days work, and minimum 3 to 4 bags of cement. You know, if you, in Swahili we say usipoziba ufa utajenga ukuta. For example, cracks like this or openings, these ones can really bring more harm in our wall. So I'll bring a guy, we make the foundation first with maybe waterproof, because a lot of water comes from this place. So we'll clean, I know we'll remove all this, we make the trench straight, We make our wall very nice by plastering just the downer part, so that everything can be like this. You see, places like this, these are hole for water. Like a lot of water passes here and goes inside our home, you see. So we really need to like cover these places. We cover them so that it can be waterproof like this, because it goes, destroys inside the house, everywhere. But this is the first step. You know, everything has a beginning. Anyway, let me go and visit a friend here. We are trying to pump water. I don't know if, hey, I'm wondering, today the tank is not getting full. I don't know what could be the challenge. I don't know if the water is going in. Hey, I'm surprised too. You know, usually we use like minimum of 10 minutes in pumping the water, but today it's getting like more. So let's go and visit a friend here. They had promised they're giving us some banana for ripening, so we'll go. He selects for us maybe one. I think I'll tell John to come and pick it. This actually, the mom was my mom's best friend, so the grandmom was the one who sold for us the shamba. Kibinda. Poa, good morning. Is which one? Oh, hey, nimekoma. It's very mature, you can see. Yani imekoma. Hey, hey. Hey, imekoma.
Bado bana, sijapata. Ona. Mke wa Motatiro.
Mambo iko sawa?
Mambo iko sawa. Acha nikuje tuongee.
How is everything, my friend?
Everything is good,
everything
my
is
friend.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have seen this one is very mature. Yeah, my friend here told me I should come for one banana. Yeah. Tell us your name.
My name is Kibinda.
Why don't you have a channel, Kibinda?
Channel. Very soon.
Open.
I don't have
What?
a phone.
You don't have a phone? You should open a channel.
Without a phone.
You should even borrow. One day you upload,
Okay.
and then one day you'll get your phone, and then you never know.
Yeah.
YouTube is not bad,
because
you know I'm your neighbor here, Bushman. Everyone has a channel.
Yeah.
If you open, we will support you.
Yes.
And then we see what we can do. So hii ndio nitume John achukue hii. Okay. Sawa.
Nipige ni mwake hapa.
Ndio itakuwa rahisi yenu kuja tu nikubeba.
Mshtue basi.
Hai. So he's going to. Yeah. Oh, watu wamechukua. Yeah. Sorry. Si kama naweza enda naye.
Hii unaenda naye.
Nitabeba tu mdogo. Tena rudi. So this one is for ripening. You know, I have like two varieties. There's one for selling, one for ripening, and another one for cooking. So this one is special for ripening, and then the next maybe 1 week, this one will be ready for consumption. So he's a neighbor, he's a good friend of mine. Just told me, you know what, Nasto, I have a banana here that I can give you and your family. At least you can enjoy. I think the water now is flowing. I'm feeling like, or maybe they're using. We can still use the back gate. Let me just tell them to open here. Yeah, our neighbor actually decided to open for us. This babe, Flavian, babe. I think there's music inside, so I'll just get here because there's no need of going around. So our neighbor opened for that place. At least now we can use the shortcut. Yeah. Sasa ngoja nimuite John. Wewe unarekebisha yeye anatoa. Yeah. You at least kazi songe haraka haraka.
Kama na kazi. Uwezekano upo.
Utamaliza?
Okay. Kazi ni moyo brother.
Sawa.
Kama na kazi mwache tuendelee.
Sawa. Acha nione kama hana haja kusaidia. At least I should bring John. As Yayo proceeds, he can be removing now this, like the soil inside the tunnel. So I'm just trying to umefungua? Hiyo ndizi. Yeah. I think Miss Flair has opened. Yeah? Sawa. Hivyo, chonge. Yeah, it needs to be straight. You know, if we leave it shallow, for example, when it rains, it can easily like cover itself. But if it's wide and deep, like repair and maintenance is very easy. Yes. How is everything? Yeah. So we are putting the tunnel because, you know, our neighbor here is planting trees. You see these ones. So the roots can destroy our wall. So at least with the tunnel it will prevent the roots. Yeah. What do you think? You know, here in the next 3-4 years it will be a very big forest. Yeah. Easy. Why are you surprised? He's going to block the view.
But anyway, you know that it's their land.
Yeah, it's their land, so they can do,
so they can do whatever.
Yeah, whatever they want. But also, you know, forests are not bad. You know, it will be like that. It's also like a windbreak. Yeah, so we can also take it like positive. You see even that one? As long as like, you know, for a forest, as long as you clear the bushes. Yeah, Baba. As long as you don't leave it like if you don't leave it bushy, like it's clean, well maintained, then there's no big deal.
Yeah.
All right.
Where have you gotten the banana from?
From Kibinda's home. This one, you know, is for ripening. Yeah.
I love these bananas.
You don't love them?
I love them, but
you know, for cooking are not easy to find. This one also was given for free. Yeah. Usikate Liam. Usikate. I'm from Small Errands. Today we're actually supposed to go and cut trees for our fisher board, but unfortunately we have not started because of a few technical issues. But I think soon we will start. I will organize, even if I'll not be around, and then we see what we can do. We are here. Yayo is pushing, and there's a tractor coming and a motorbike. Yeah. So Yayo is really pushing. The tractors you're hearing, it's because it's plowing season. I think this one I can put it somewhere here. Wow. This is exactly what I needed to be done. Just look the way Yayo has cleaned this one. You know, this one will really give us some easy time. Even if you want like to repair, it's very easy. Even if the water now comes, like it can even stay here. You know, even if the water stays here, like it won't be allowed to go inside the wall. This is what I really wanted to have in this place. Just look at the difference between what has been done here and what it was previously. You see, it was very tiny and very not straight, but Yayo has really done a good job. Just look at this, guys. It's very clean. I wish I was around, I would have helped, but today is a busy day. Everyone is moving up and about, trying to organize a few things, Actually, I've been calling companies about our roofing job. Yeah, so it's secret agenda. Wow, just look at what has happened. You know, our land is full of stones. So some areas like this, you'll always see like stones are here. But you know this one, even if water comes, like the water can easily spread from the beginning up to this point. Like water can stay here. You know, a funny thing about water, you cannot like, you have to give it away. You cannot block it. If you have to block it, then you have to open another way for the water. So basically this one is just to allow the water to stay here. So the ones that will be taken outside the compound to the main road, but here we will not open because this is also someone's land. Here you hapo patabaki tu hivyo. Usipofungulia. To avoid mambo mengi, ndio? Unajua hapa yana uwezo tu ya kukaa hapa. Yanasambaa tu hapa,
alafu baadaye tena natolewa.
Yeah. Hivi sasa ndio nilikuwa nataka mtaro kwe.
Hivyo
amazing work. Alafu sasa nitatafuta fundi. Tuchapie ukuta. Yeah. We will use some waterproof.
At least kwa sababu akishachapia ina maana ukuta utakuwa salama. Kwa sababu maji yakiingia hapa kinani na maana yataendelea kunani kuharibu.
For sure.
Kwa sababu yakishatuama hapa. So unaona udongo. Wote lazima utatoka kwenye msingi. Kwa hiyo ni vizuri ukachapiwa tu vizuri.
Yeah, we will plaster this wall all around. That's the best way to protect our foundation. We will have to plaster it nicely. We clean this place just to allow it to be strong. I wish it was, you know, at least here the space from the wall to this part is a bit big, so even it cannot like demolish. So we'll clean our wall nicely. We do some, I really love the ratio that we used in these blocks, especially this side. We really used some good ratio. I've not seen any challenge with the blocks that we used. So these ones here, for those who are wondering, we used we just made them in our home here. But these days things have really changed in our village. We are no longer using this type of blocks in our construction, but they were very good. The only challenge is the ratio. So for those making, sometimes someone can want to make like a lot of bricks per bag of cement. So I think we used to mix around, not so sure, around 4 wheelbarrows of sand to 1 wheelbarrow of cement. So we used to get around 27 to 30. These blocks, they are very good, but they have a lot of work. You have to do curing, you have to arrange them. So these days people are turning into the other type of machine cut, because those ones, as long as you have the money, just pay to the delivery guys, they bring for you back home. So here the main reason why you are doing this one, for those who maybe have just joined, it's because our neighbor here is planting these trees. You see, there are very many. It's going to be a very big forest. So all this place, they have planted trees. Let me just take you around so that you can see. See, there's a tree here, there's another tree here, there's another one, all over up to the top. So for us to protect our wall not to be demolished, we have decided to just put this. So after some time, I think after I planned myself well, because the depth is not what I really wanted, but I cannot, like here was just to clean it. So we will be going deep as time goes by. At least if it reaches the knee height, I think that can be the best size, so that it can carry as much water. But also our ground is a bit hard, so I'll be organizing wherever I get maybe some small cash. I'll be bringing some people here. We go deep until one day we have like maybe minimum this height, because we can go as deep as we want. You know, these trees, after maybe a year, you'll start seeing the roots will be now coming out of this place. So we'll just be cutting the roots to avoid, the main reason actually is to just avoid these roots from crossing from here to this side to our wall. So most people that I've seen, even when they have forests like this and they're planting next or adjacent to that forest, they usually dig a ditch like this. They go very deep, so once any roots show up, they just cut. So the roots for the other side can go to some other place, but the ones here, they just stay. I think I don't know if I can see maybe a tree somewhere that has the type of roots. You know, someone maybe might be wondering why we are doing this. So let me look for a similar tree and see if, or just see how far the roots. You know, sometimes it's good if we work on practical basis. I think there's one of the trees here that has its roots like moving very, very far to like even crossing the line. So let's go and see if we have any of the trees, because most people that have such trees around their homes, they usually just try to cut the roots so that they don't go in the farms. I don't know here if they've done the same. I saw such a thing somewhere here. So the trees, you know, in the near future, they'll be as big as these ones. You can imagine having a forest like this. Forests are very good. They save a lot on money, especially if you're doing roofing. So these are for Ankomo. And I know in the next few years, even right now, if he wants maybe to do roofing, I'm very sure there are a few trees here that can really help. I remember the time when we moved to this place, this forest was somehow small. Yeah. I think even them, they did the same. You see? Wow. And theirs is very deep. You see? This is how deep ours should be. Wow. I've loved the size of this. I think even ours will go as deep. Wow. This one is very deep. You see, it goes all the way to the other end. So the main reason is to prevent the roots from these trees from moving into this farm. Wow. I think that's what we'll do. We'll go like see this stick. I don't know, even this stick is a bit short. Yeah, I think this is the size. So let's go with this size. So most people around our village, that's what they do, just to prevent the roots from, you see. Wow, this is a good example. For example, you see that tree, it's the one that is taking these roots. You see, these are the roots. So if they had prevented maybe the roots from going to this farm, you just dig a trench here, you cut these roots. But now you see, they are moving slowly. Just imagine if this one like goes into your wall. You see, like this one, guys. Just look at how big this root is. You see, and it's coming from very far, maybe from that tree, and it goes all the way in. So if you don't, like if they had prepared here a ditch, but this is a road, so you just cut the roots and it doesn't affect the tree. Just look at how far the tree roots can go. All this, they can go as far. So that's what we are trying to prevent from happening in our home. Wow, I think this is the best way I will have shown you guys. These roots are no joke. You can imagine the way this one is big, and look at where the tree is, very far. So it has come all the way and it's still crossing. So if this one finds a house or a wall, trust me, it can bring everything down. And you can imagine the number of trees that they have planted there. So we don't really want to mess up our wall in the near future. But a good thing, I gave him the reasoning, he understood. He told me just prepare a trench here, at least it can help. So I'll be organizing from time to time. Let's go and measure this. This should be our depth of how far the ditch can go. So we'll make sure we remove the soil from time to time. We remove the water, the peppers. Wow, home looks good. Just look at our roofing. The roofing is totally different. Unaenda kula? Enda ule sasa. Yeah, the roofing is here is taking a break for. Hey, imagine mtaro unafaa usonge chini. Lakini sasa hiyo ni baadaye. Nimeenda kuko kuna mwingine ni urefu wa hiki kijiti. Haki. Ya tuongeza lakini ni kama nusu yake. Lakini juu hapa ni moram. Labda ni kidogo tu. Yeah, juu nimeona ile hata kwa chini kuna mizizi.
Ila sema pale hivi, unajua baadhi ya sehemu kwa na huko.
Yeah. So you see guys, this one is a bit shallow. So we'll add, but not now. Maybe after some time, if I get money, I'll be bringing some boys here. We dig slowly because I know they will be charging us maybe per feet. So yeah, kama mawili. Mawili. Yeah. Majembe mawili itakuwa sawa. He is telling me about if we dig. Yeah. Yeah. But chini ni mora. Yeah. We need to go like just some depth inside and then things will just be okay. Ni sawa hiyo. Yeah, so ni wapea tu hapo. I was telling you about our roofing. Just look at how our house has come out, guys. This is from the back side. It's really beautiful. Very, very beautiful. Just look at this. We only have this portion remaining, I think. This one. Wow. The house looks super good. Just look. It's very beautiful. I feel like I should take you up there. Because sometimes we cannot see everything from down here. So also this place, we will try our best so that the water can easily also flow outside. So once maybe the water is full, it can easily find a way just to go outside to the main road, and the water now will be taken to the river. Wow, the house is taking a very good shape. We've used a lot of timbers, close to around 8,500, 9,000. I'm not so sure though. Let's go and see what is happening. Well, here we are. So we are on top of our roof. There is the other house that you're seeing. That's how our compound looks like. Guys, trust me, the work has been done professionally. But still, we are not yet done. And yeah, we are not yet done because you can still see like some nails somehow are hanging. You see these ones. So today's work, what they are doing is now trying to align the house. So they are putting a rope. Sawa, nakuja. Yeah. So they usually put a rope from the top to the bottom, and then the remaining nails, like these ones, are now what they use to align so that we have a straight line from the top to the bottom. The work is going on perfectly, I can say. For example, here, let me take you somewhere here. You see here we already have this rope. There's a rope running somewhere. So that rope is what they used in ensuring that it's straight, especially the gazebo. So already this is the, not gazebo, it's called the gable. Yeah, sorry, the gable already has been aligned very straight from the top to the bottom. That's why you can see there are no hanging lines on that other area. So it's a tough job. It's been close to 2 weeks, but I can say it's much better, even if we are taking like a long time. But at the end of the day, we get a perfect job that has been done. You see, like here there are no hanging nails, meaning this side has already been aligned very straight, but this side here they will still come and work on it so that all the nails go deep. So these ones they are putting here because they have not yet gotten the level. So once the rope will tell you the level, that's how deep the nail now will go. And now that will be the final face. And then now once the iron sheets arrive at home here, we will now just do the placing of the iron sheet. So the spacing, they were actually leaving like just 1 inch. You can imagine 1 inch from here to here all around the house. It's a lot of inches, a lot of timbers that we have used, but I thank God that so far so good. We are pushing on, we are really pushing on. And also thank the fact that we did our own timbers. They really saved us on the cost, and also we got very straight timbers, and also like full, very big sizes, the most recommended sizes. So inside we have not yet put the wall pass, but I think as from next week now we'll be doing the wall pass of the house. So this is the final look, I think, final look of the framework of our timbers. And then now we take just a short break, I think 1 week, and our iron sheets will be here. And then now we can place, or rather we can now place the iron sheets, and then now we think about other businesses. So I think tomorrow they'll come to do now the finishing. You see these timbers, they're a bit tall. For example, this one, you know, goes all the way up, this one is short. So now we'll get the right size for putting the fisher board, and then now things will be very much okay. Guys, just look at the house, very straight. Even some places they were chopping the timbers just to get a smooth line, very smooth line, very smooth. For example, here you see they've already aligned this one, so there are no hanging nails. So this is what's going on in our house. It's a big step that we have done. Just look at the house. It's very big roof, quite big. Mr. Engineer, Mr. Mason, how is the work? Kazi iko salama?
Iko sawa kabisa.
Yes,
It's good.
By kesho mnamalizia
Tunamalizia.
alafu tulete bati. Fisher board inawekwa kabla ya bati ama baada?
Ndio tunaweka, ndio tuweke mabati.
Fisher board?
Sipenye inafaa tuweke mabati.
Ndio mnaweka fisher board.
Inatangulia.
Oh. So I'm told the fisher board should first be put, and then now that's what will be giving us the angle. So I think I really have to work on the fisher board, because also they are quite expensive, quite expensive for the fisher board. But once they arrive, and then now we will do it's the finishing process, but it's very tiring. But I believe we are halfway there. So I need to take some time, get all the materials ready, and then I will start. Anyway guys, thank you so much. This is just the update of our house. It's amazing what I'm really seeing. So this is like part 1 of our roofing, which is now done. So we are going now to part 2, which is the heaviest also. But I know Liam Tangush, I know also we will finish. Babe, angalia hapo. Yeah, all right guys, goodbye, see you in our next video.